Planet Dolan.
Hey guys, Sid the editor here. There was a small problem with the intro to this video, so I'll just be doing that instead. From the strange way that some caterpillars make friends, to how some sea critters get drunk, we look at the 8 craziest things we've recently discovered about animals.
Hey everyone, my name is Melissa. I'm here to caress your brain cells with weird facts from all over the world.
Number 8.
The incredible shrinking bird. Red-knot birds, which are native to West Africa, were discovered by researchers to be shrinking in size due to malnutrition. The culprit? Warm weather that comes early, thanks to climate change. This particular species nests in northern Russia and spends its winters in their home in West Africa. Unfortunately for the chicks that hatch while in Russia, the insects they eat come out earlier, due to the snow melting much sooner. 2 weeks earlier, to be exact. By not eating the much-needed insects, these birds grow to be smaller than average juveniles with short bills. As a result, when they fly back to the West African coast, they can't reach deep enough into the sand to eat the clams and mussels that have the nutrients they need. Instead, the red-knot juveniles eat the less nutritious seagrass.
Number 7.
Lizards possibly dream. Researchers in Germany have just discovered that Australian bearded dragons share similar brain patterns during sleep as mammals, including humans and birds. These lizards are the first reptiles to display these types of patterns. This means that rapid eye movement, or REM, and slow wave activity has been found. Dreaming is thought to take place during the REM stage of sleep, and it is possible that the Australian bearded dragon dreamed during this time. So far, there is no concrete evidence that they do, but it's hard to ignore the possibility.
Number 6.
Smart as a bird. New studies have shown that birds may be a lot smarter than we originally thought. Instead of instinct, this intelligence comes from the way their brains are structured. Many birds have reasoning skills similar to a child's, can create tools, have exceptional navigation skills, remember where they put things, and can even show empathy. African gray parrots can have over a 100-word vocabulary, while the male Eurasian jay tries to mate with females by bringing them food. That is, food they've eaten before and would probably enjoy, understanding that her food choices are different from his own.
Number 5.
How caterpillars make friends. Masked birch caterpillars have a unique way of making new friends. They drum their butts on leaves. New research shows that these small creatures will drum their butts in order to call other caterpillars to help build and maintain cocoons on birch leaves. They act as temporary safe houses while they mature, and many caterpillars are needed to spin the silk for these cocoons. Scientists say that the vibrations created by the caterpillar's butt, when heard by a special device because the human ear can't hear it in the wild, sounds like a strange rumbling.
Number 4.
A stab at love. Along with worms, spiders, snails, and bedbugs, a parasite known as Stylops ovinae mates in a similar way. It stabs the female with its penis and injects its sperm into her body. Called traumatic insemination, it was recently discovered to be done by these parasites. However, despite being stabbed by a penis, there is no pain involved. The female parasite has a special pocket on her neck that the male stabs. Once the sperm enters her body, it fertilizes the eggs that float within the insect host. Scientists have also discovered that the male parasites can tell whether a female has had a special visit or not.
Number 3.
Swimming under the influence. Humans aren't the only living things that act crazy when they're drunk. Plankton can be added to that list when they eat toxic algae. A new study said that when plankton eat a certain toxic algae, their behavior becomes strange. That is, they swim faster and in a straight line. This can be dangerous for them because they become easier targets for predators. When plankton aren't intoxicated, they swim slowly and in different patterns so as to make capture by predators harder.
Number 2.
Prairie dogs are serial killers. Parents want their children to eat, but they won't kill to make sure they do. Except for prairie dogs. The white-tailed prairie dog, native to Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, and Utah, are the first herbivorous animals to kill other animals without eating them. A new study showed that this species of prairie dogs kill Wyoming ground squirrels so their own offspring won't go hungry. The reason these squirrels are victims is because they eat grass and prickly pears, just like white-tailed prairie dogs.
Number 1.
Self-cloning salamanders. Some females just don't need males, especially those who are mole salamanders. This is because they have the ability to take sperm from male salamanders, usually left behind, and add it to their own set of chromosomes. So basically, Females mainly produce by self-cloning. While scientists still don't know how exactly it works, what they have discovered is that some of these collected chromosomes aren't even of their own species. Up to 5 species can be found within a female set of chromosomes. These salamanders can also regenerate certain body parts, especially their tails. In fact, tails can grow back 36% faster than that of a male's, thanks to their collected sperm. Hope you guys enjoyed that countdown. See you next time!
Have you guys got any animal stories of your own? What cool or funny things can your pet do? Let us know in the Reddit page linked below, and maybe we featured in an upcoming countdown.
Flapjack octopus, or Octopus adorabilis on account of its big puppy dog eyes. Although it looks like he's made of pudding, he actually has about 8 legs, which arch out like an umbrella to propel his precious little body over the ocean floor.